Hello, I'm Mystic Rose. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm so excited to talk about how to do automatic writing. This is something that you can find other YouTube videos about online, but it's a little bit tricky when you start to do it yourself. A lot of things can get in the way of automatic writing. One of the number one things being self-doubt and the inability to trust what comes through. Another thing that you have to be cautious about when doing automatic writing is that you protect yourself at the very beginning, and the reason that we do this is so that you don't get negative entities coming through to talk to you, because the whole point about automatic writing is that you're setting an intention to spirit and to your guides to come and to give you messages in your heart and in your mind that transfers to your hands. And so the whole point with automatic writing is for you to get positive messages from your guides and angels. Sometimes if you want to get messages from deceased loved ones, you can set an intention to contact a deceased loved one and do automatic writing to contact them as well. You can do this for yourself, or you can do this for other people. I've used automatic writing as a tool to help me get more information if I have a burning question about something. Now, I will say one thing. Please do not use automatic writing as a way to psychically spy on anyone, because the reason I say that is because you can do it, but you should never do that without someone's permission, because it's not karmically right. And when I say that, I just mean that you wouldn't want somebody spying on you, right? And it's never good to psychically spy on anyone. You have to get their permission first. But hopefully, with their permission, you'll be able to do automatic writing in no time. As long as you follow this step-by-step guide and you're open, because being open and trusting yourself are two of the most important key ingredients to successful automatic writing. The very first thing that you're going to do whenever you set the intention to do automatic writing and contact your guides is that you must either sage or somehow clear your space. Lighting a candle works as well, because this sets the intention and the mood. You could do this at your computer so that you're typing. Some people choose to do that, and some people like to write with a pen or pencil on paper. This is just your own personal preference. Try both ways and see what works best with you. But you're going to either light some sage or some Palo Santos, have like a selenite or some other types of crystals nearby to kind of help with cleansing the space of negative energies and transmuting any negative energies. Selenite works great for that. You can hold it in your hand while you're doing the automatic writing. If you're writing with your dominant hand, you could hold the selenite in your other hand. That's an option. Or just have it nearby you in your space. So after you clear your space and set the tone, what you're going to do is set the intention and do some protection, because you want to be protected, like I said, from negative entities and energies. You will know if a negative energy is trying to come through if the things that you are hearing when you're doing this or the things that you're writing down are negative. Like, for instance, if it's telling you that you are a bad person, or you are ugly, or you are this, anything negative like that, that's negative self-talk, stop and put the pen down, because it's not from spirit. It's something negative trying to interfere. It's what I call interference. Don't be afraid of this, though. This is probably not going to happen. Also, if you set the intention and you protect yourself with white light, I can do a video about this, but basically you close your eyes and you envision white light around your body, and you ask that you be protected from any negative entities. And you say a little prayer. As long as you do this, it should be okay. If you're doing this and it's still negative, it could also be an indication that your ego is getting in the way. If it's something that you read it and it sounds like your own voice, but it sounds like it kind of has like a negative undertone, it could possibly be your ego talking. So just stop if it's very negative. Please don't write down anything like that. Stop. Start over again after you start from the beginning and protect yourself and say a prayer. And then the next thing you're going to do going forward with this is that you're going to ask a question. You're going to ask your guides a question, a specific question, if you have a specific question in mind. But sometimes you might just want to know you may just want a general message from your spirit guides. So you may just say a little prayer and set an intention and say, okay, Spirit, please let whatever come through that needs to come through, whatever message I need to hear today, please allow that to come through in my writing today. And so you can either do like something more general or a specific question. And the next step after you reach out to your guides, you will ask for the guide because we have more than one guide. Ask for the guide that resonates best with you or has a specific message for you. Or if it's a loved one, say their name and ask that they come through if it's for the highest good of everyone involved. Okay? And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to sit quietly for about 5 minutes. Something that I like to do is to put on some Hertz music. Like on YouTube, there's all kinds of Hertz music. It's just like a frequency or it's just like a tone. It's very calming and relaxing. Or you could just put on something like light classical music, just instrumental or something, just to kind of clear your mind and relax your mind. You're going to sit in the quietude for 5 minutes approximately, or until you feel that it's time to start either typing or writing. You can keep the music going if you'd like. It may help you to get into kind of like a trance state of mind. Now, as you are writing, please do not monitor too much. Unless it starts getting really negative, like I said, then stop. But otherwise, just let it flow, just let it come out. You might feel a little silly at first. You might feel like this is not real, or you might have a lot of self-doubt. Keep pushing through it. Trust me, there's an uncomfortable phase when you first begin this process. And sometimes nothing will seem to come out. Keep pushing through. Something will. Also, I want to say another thing about automatic writing. Some people say if you're going to do it by hand, to put a pen or pencil in your hand and then put it on the paper and just let spirit move your hand. I don't like this, you guys, and I'll tell you why. It's kind of like same as a Ouija board. You're giving any spirit basically the power to use your hand, and it can be very dangerous. Whereas if you're just allowing yourself to write the messages that come through your thoughts, you're thinking as you don't. It's like an automatic download. It's like you write, and it's like thinking. It's automatic. The thought enters your mind, and you write it. That's why it's called automatic writing, because it's an automatic thought, like a download that comes in. And so you may be thinking as you're writing. You hear the words and you write it down. You literally hear the words and then you are prompted to write it down or type. It's not like you're doing some kind of Ouija board and having spirit move your hand. Okay, that is not. I've done that before, And I've gotten some pretty weird stuff as a result. And negative entities can come in, are more likely to come in that way. You're more in control if you do it this other way. Okay? And I've watched a lot of YouTube videos about automatic writing, and not very many people talk about like the different ways to do automatic writing. They either talk about one way or the other, but like, I'm not sure. It can be very confusing. Trust me. If you've watched other automatic writing videos, you may have an understanding of what I'm talking about, and they can be quite vague too. So that's why I wanted to do this video, to allow people that really want to learn how to do this an opportunity to understand it more completely, and to kind of tell you sort of like the pitfalls or the roadblocks before you even start, so that you can be prepared to know, ahead of time. And then you can try this and hopefully be successful at it and get a lot of good answers out of it. So as you're writing or typing and it's going well and it's flowing, if at any point you feel it's time to stop, just put the pen down or stop typing. And at this time, this would be the time where you're going to read what you wrote. Now, when you're reading this, it may sound like your own voice. And that's okay, because that's the filter that Spirit is using. Spirit is using your mind. Spirit is using your voice, your inner voice. So it may sound like the way that you speak. That's okay. That is the medium that they're using to reach you. So, but sometimes what I find is really fascinating is that most of the time it sounds like my voice, but sometimes I will write down words that I didn't even know existed, really interesting information that I couldn't possibly know, and things about people that I couldn't possibly know. So it's like, I know it's been validated that it works and it is real, and you can trust it. Learn to trust the process and keep practicing, because the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. When I first started, I just would get like random words. It wasn't even sentences, and it was very frustrating. But I pushed through that uncomfortable phase. I kept practicing. Try to practice at least once a week. What I like to do is in the morning, when I have my cup of coffee, I like to do automatic writing as well, along with my prayer time and my gratitude. I think gratitude is so important, and it's part of having a healthy spiritual life. Being thankful for what you have allows more good things to come in. And so just keep that in mind. Maybe you want to start a gratitude practice too. So anyways, this is everything you need to know basically about automatic writing. And if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comments section. Also, my email is in the description box below, and you can email me. And I will try to answer your question to the best of my ability. I'm going to be putting out more videos in the future about like how to protect yourself, and other esoteric kind of videos. Also, check out my library, because I have a lot of cool videos in there. I do pick a cards, and I'm also going to be starting a new thing called Pick a Letter. It's a channeled letter. I'm going to be channeling 3 different letters, writing these letters to you, and it'll be from your spirit guides, and it'll be pertinent to you, and there'll be like 3 different letters for you to choose from. And I'm going to put it in conjunction with tarot cards as well. So keep an eye out for that, because those videos are going to be coming very soon. I'm super excited about it. And yeah, so, and if you've enjoyed this, please give me a big thumbs up, like this, share with friends. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can be part of my YouTube family and so that you can be notified of any videos that I upload in the future. Don't forget to turn on your notifications bell so that you can be notified. Thank you so much, and many blessings to you.